Well, hello and welcome to Talking Leeds, another match reaction. And myself, Arron, Marshall, and Gerry McNamee, we're reviewing and discussing Leeds United's game over Wayne Rooney's Plymouth. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, Gerry. How are you, sir?
Not bad, not bad. That's probably the least stressed I've ever been at a football match. It was so easy yesterday.
Yeah,
They were awful. We were good. Wayne's going to be out of a job soon. How does he keep getting jobs? It was,
yeah.
it was so. They didn't have a shot on target or off target. I think they got into our penalty box 2 or 3 times, but we were good. So the gulf in class was massive. And all I can say is to those poor Plymouth fans, fair play to you, lads. There's a long way to come to watch that dross. And I think the only attacking intent that Plymouth showed was making us play towards the cup in the first half, and that was about it. It was so easy. Just until we scored, there was always that, oh, come on, we need to go. And 3 quick goals over. And then we could play the kids. I thought I was going to get called onto the pitch at one stage. Everybody's getting a go. Yeah, we saw Gilavogi. What a man.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a cult hero already. 34-year-old makes debut, then with 17-year-old making his debut. 17-year-olds were born in 2007.
That's crazy.
Mad. That's mad. And Charlie Crew played as well. He made his debut. I'd like to know when's the last. Yeah, and I nearly scored from a scratch. I'd love to know when the last time we had 3 debutants in November. But yeah, all good. Yeah, happy. Sunderland drew. At the moment, Burnley are drawing 0-0 at halftime at Millwall. I mean, interestingly enough, Sunderland and Burnley are playing our next 2 opponents. So Party wants them to smash them, and Party thinks, take points off them, which obviously QPR did. So yeah, good day all round.
A good day all around. Excellent. We're 3-0 at half time, and you think, come on now. I was watching it from afar, and I just think, come on now. Let's really put a marker down and really put these to bed. And I was expecting 6, if I'm being honest. But they set the foot off the gas a little bit, Gerry, towards in that second half. Or it just, do you know what? We don't need to do anything else now. The points are in the bag. That's all that matters. Make some changes and we go again.
Yeah, we got a game on Wednesday, and make changes. And why go for that 50-50 tackle when we don't need to? I know you should, but I don't think anybody was that bothered. It would have been nice to score 4, 5, and 6, and we were well capable of it. I mean, I said they did. They didn't. They only had one decent player. He was Mumba, and he was playing number 2. And I thought he should be playing number 5. Mumba number 5 should be a player. Whoever they missed a trick there, Plymouth. But poor old Wayne stood there. He just stood there. I think the Leeds fans were advising him of his future job prospects. i.e., he's getting sacked in the morning. He probably won't, but. It's just I have no idea. They actually, I think they were looking at Tuesday night. Morgan Whittaker, their best striker, was on the bench. Andre Gray, who's a name from the past, who scored last week, was on the bench. Obviously, Gabby, what's his name? Gabby, the guy we give him on loan. He couldn't play, and there was a couple of other injuries, so they're obviously limited. But they came dressed in the Jamaica kit. That's the best thing. That's the most exciting thing about them. But yeah, we were 3-0 up, 3 quick goals, totally in control, and everybody gave a decent performance. Meslier was seen shopping in during the second half in Leeds. He just nipped out. Nobody noticed. I don't think he's not going to have an easier afternoon. Then he came back and sat in his deck chair and read a book. It was very easy for him. But yeah, throughout the team, I think. I suppose we're looking at it's a good game for, say, Jayden Bogle to take his suspension. When the only change we'd Sam Byron come in. Not Sam. Fairpool came back. Sam Byron switched over to right back. There wasn't much defending to do. I think Melly had nothing to do. Joe Rodon and Pascal just excellent as usual. Sam got involved in the attacks, was decent, maybe more comfortable on his right foot. Fairpool, he did foray forward and he looked happy. He looks like a man cool. I saw his car outside. Very nice. Yeah. nice car and trips to the Dominican Republic every few weeks. It's not bad. Tanaka, the guy's brilliant. He actually lost the ball once, which shocked the crowd. But he just got that. He turns, he twists, he makes space for himself. Man of the match, Joe Rothwell. I thought he he was the hub of everything. Those diagonal passes out to Dan James. Dan James set one up, scored the goal he scored. I'm still looking at him thinking, how did he do it? What was it? A toe poke? Was it a? He stretched at it, flew into the corner. We were all a bit surprised, but it was
good.
A
sweet strike, wasn't it? Really.
Yeah. And a few minutes later, Pirro, the ball's spinning around the box. It comes off one of their players. Pirro gets it, steadies himself, and puts it in. I thought Pirro had a good game. He scored that one, and he was setting up chances. I think, did he set up the third goal? I can't remember if he was involved, but he was involved in a lot of movements, and he looked decent, comfortable. Again, it was Plymouth, but you have to play what's in front of you. Willie was buzzing around. Dan James was scoring the goal, and he looked. Yeah, anytime you give him the ball and he got behind them, he was causing them all sorts of trouble. And Brendan, he got the goal as well. And again, 4 goals, you can't knock the guy, and he's got assists and everything else. And then, of course, the second half, we started emptying the subs bench. Poor old Schmidt must think, come on, I'm here. Come on, hello.
He just can't get a game, can he? I don't know why.
He will.
I don't know why. Yeah.
He will. Gruev struggled to get a game, and then he got in. But Josh give and take. I can never remember his name. Gilavogi. He came on, and the fans were cheering every touch. He looked a bit. Oh, you want to make a good impression, but every touch he got, he doesn't look like Pablo mobile midfielder. But every touch he got, passed, tackled, even nearly scored with a late header. Chambers looks very sharp. Remember seeing him in pre-season. And he was giving them problem, got a good cross in. And Charlie Crew, who we've all been waiting to see, he looks like Archie Gray. He's got that gait about him. And he had a shot from outside the box which the keeper had to save. And all in all, everybody's happy. 3-0, 3 points.
Did something happen, Gerry, at half-time between Firpo and Rodon? Was there a bit of a kerfuffle between them two?
I didn't see that. What did you see? Yeah,
no, it was just on Radio Leeds. Adam Pope was just having a bit of a. I don't know why they were complaining with each other, but 3-0 up at half-time. You know what to complain about.
Keep each other on their toes. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. That's once they're arguing about the game and telling each other. I mean, Joe Rodon always looks annoyed at the best of times, doesn't he? So he was probably just having a chat, but looking very irritated as he did it. Yeah, imagine Fairpool's one of these people. Maybe he's a bit cool. I don't know. Don't know the lads, but the scene I didn't see that, and there won't be an easier game this season. That's.
No, I was looking at the stats as well. 80% possession for Leeds United. It's probably it's going to be up there, isn't it? Of the most possession. For any game this season, isn't it? Really against Plymouth. They have nothing, do they? Though, really. Let's be honest.
I've got emails popping through, which was your link that you sent me 20 minutes ago. It's come through.
There we go.
Yeah, we're having trouble early on.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, I think we're definitely keeping in mind Wednesday's game, second half, and I don't. Yeah, you have to manage it, and give the players a rest, and give those other players time to get on the pitch, and they all looked like they'd be comfortable coming on. Solomon came on. He buzzed around a bit. Sometimes he needs to release the ball, but still people want him to do a bit more. But there's definitely a player in there. We know that. So I think we just got to be patient with him. And if we have him for the season, I think as a sub coming on at the moment, first couple of games we saw him, we thought he was fantastic. So he's definitely a player. So give him on. And then when you think, we were discussing this, how are they going to fit everybody in when they come back? We'll probably have other injuries. We know Pat Bamford will be out anyway, whatever. But, when you've got Ampadu and Gruev coming back, where do you fit them in that midfield? Those two, not only have we brought in 2 players to replace our injured midfielders, we've just brought in a new midfield, which has given us a tempo that moves and move the ball around. The vision, it's constant. It's lovely to watch, and I think there was a lot of applause for Rothwell. I mean, Tanaka took the plaudits last game at Bristol, and Joe Rothwell. They seem to be the 2 players that it's going between. But our front players did well as well.
Good. All round, all positive, Gerry. This is going in the right direction for Leeds United, isn't it? This, I can't believe it. We normally find something wrong, but I don't know. It's wise with Fark. Was he a little bit cautious with them? I think it was about 68 minutes. He started making his subs, which is normal time for Daniel Fark, isn't it?
It's early for him. That's early for him. No,
Yeah.
no, you got to manage these situations, and so 3 games in a week. Of course, we've got internationals coming up after that, but these are 2 tricky. QPR are tricky, and I watched them this morning, the highlights against Sunderland, and although Bellingham got sent off, we played them last year and we only beat them 1-0. And of course, they did that to us at Loftus Road. They beat us 4-0. So we know they're no mugs. They drew at Burnley last week. So they'd look at Burnley, Sunderland, Leeds. I'm not sure if they've got midweek. And you think, they've got 2 games so far. They've got 2 scoreless draws. So that's decent.
Well, so just as a quick update, Millwall are currently winning against Burnley at time of recording. So they're 1-0 up. They've just scored.
Is that good? Is that good for us? Is
that's
good. We don't want them too confident. We don't want them too confident. I hear Millwall are starting to think they're going to do a light show before the games as well, aren't they?
I don't need to.
Like Hull, and the Millwall fans don't like it, and I don't blame them. If they ever tried, if anybody from Leeds is listening, don't ever do that. Don't ever bring anybody in with a drum. In fact, I've been watching the Burnley documentary recently, The Mission or whatever it was, and their big thing about getting the fans going was bringing in a drummer. Don't do it. Don't ever do that at Leeds. No. Don't ever do that at Leeds. But good. Well done, Millwall. That's Burnley.
Yeah. And that's again with Sunderland as well. They drew, didn't they, against QPR? I think a lot of people keep saying, they're going to be up there, Sunderland. I don't think they will be, if I'm being honest. I can't see them be. Playoffs at best for me with Sunderland, because I'm just not impressed with them. And if we keep chipping away, I don't care if we win the thing, as long as we're first or second. I don't care. But do you know what? All is well in the world of Leeds United, isn't it, Gerry? And Millwall on Wednesday, be a tough game, that won't it?
Yeah, it always is down there. Last year we had a few tough years down there. Last year we really took him to task and won 3-0, and we need a bit of that again. We're well capable of it. We're always nervous going. Wednesday night's not easy in November, but we should. It's a game we should win. But the Championship, you look at Cardiff a few weeks ago, when we played them, they were by far the worst team I've seen. Now they're the form team. And changed around. Millwall have had a few good results. There's teams around the middle of the table that can cause you problems. If you get a draw out of that, it's not the worst result, given what they're doing. But a win would be massive there, and going into the QPR game, looking for a succession of wins going into the international break after that will be. But that's 2 games ahead. A lot can happen. But we're happy with what our new players coming in. And we're happy with the current team, and get our injured players back, and let's see just how it goes. We just got to look after ourselves. Just keep getting the results. Keep winning.
Keep chipping away. That's the main thing, isn't it? So long as we're there, in and around those top 3 positions, and then we can put a nice run together before, because we've got the international coming up as well, haven't we, next week, which is 2 weeks off. But are you jet setting up to watch Ireland, Gerry?
No, it's a home game. We're playing at Wembley. It's England, Ireland at Wembley, and
is that the last one in the Nations League? Is that the last game?
There's 2 games. We're home to Finland after that, and away to England, which is a home game for us. Every game's an away game for an Irish fan over here. But we'll hopefully Declan and Jack won't let us won't rub our faces in it again. Really, that hurts. So. We'll give them a.
There's a lot of that one at Wembley, Gerry. You going?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. There's a lot of events around us.
Excellent.
My lad's doing a few gigs, and we'll enjoy it. And if we could just pull something off, that'd be really funny. But we're not expecting anything. It's just a nice day. And I had another trip this week. I was up in Glasgow watching Celtic play, and that was
yes, I saw that.
That's great. It's a pilgrimage. I think somebody said that don't take me. An Ipswich fan today on Twitter said he doesn't take me seriously because they were saying the Premier League's crap, and I said, well, you were disrespectful to us last season, so karma. And he said I can't take anybody serious who supports 3 teams. My 3 teams are Dundalk's home, Celtic's in the blood, and Leeds is Leeds, so I'm allowed. But I went to it was really good, and they won 6-0 yesterday, and Rangers are losing at the moment. So this weekend couldn't get any better. I'm telling you, it's really good.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Just hope it's Manchester United against Chelsea as well in a couple of minutes as well. So, not
we
bothered
care.
about that.
It's this mid-table clash, that one, isn't it? Mid-table.
It is, and it's good. But do you know what? Just speaking of Ipswich Town, Calvin Phillips got sent off as well.
He did.
For them.
He was a bit unlucky.
Have you seen Leif Davis's
you know what?
Woo.
Leif Davis is the one that got away. I remember. I said this before. His first game when he played against Villa, that Christmas day or Christmas time when we come back from 2-0 down, always rated him, and we let him go. And he's one of the top. He must be on the edge of international honours. He's got the best assist record nearly, and he scored a cracker yesterday. And it really pains me to see him do it because he is a good player and fair play to him. But yeah, poor old Calvin, he can't buy a break. His booking was an elbow, which was fair enough on the back, and then he went for a ball and he pulled out sort of late, but it didn't look great. And he'll be back here next year when we're back in the Premier, won't he? He'll be back.
Him and Leif Davis when Ipswich get relegated, we'll just
Ipswich, and when we go up, the last team we'll be singing about is Ipswich because we don't care about them. But
mind the gap.
But we got good memories.
We do. Speaking of former players, Rafinha as well. Gavin says they got another goal for Barcelona.
He's rubbish. I just see he scored again, hasn't he, this afternoon? How did we ever have him? You just look and think, how did we ever have him? He's just good.
By far the best in my lifetime. By far the best player I've seen in a Leeds United shirt.
Best player in the world. Jesse Marsh had other plans for him, didn't he? Didn't, but now he left us because the way he reacted that day at Brentford in the crowd, and you could see he loved it. He got it. And we knew he had to go, but I'm delighted to see him do well. He'll come back next year as well, probably. Yeah.
When we're in the Champions League.
Get him on the Let's not get carried away. I tell you, if you want to get carried away, don't talk to any Nottingham Forest fans. They're the ones. They're going well. They're almost safe from relegation.
Well, they only need what are they on 19 points now?
No, they're fine. 20 points. 20 points will probably be enough. But so there, we're talking about loads of other teams because we were that good and there was nothing to talk about. I mean, did Plymouth get a touch in our box? I don't think they did.
No,
I really
they didn't.
don't.
I've looked at the stats and do you know what?
The worst stats
ever. Well, the question is for a Plymouth Argyle fan is, will Colleen Rooney, who's going in the jungle, will she, by the time she comes out of the jungle, will he be jobless? Who knows? I'm sure she will enjoy eating kangaroo testicles. Well, he's
who else is in there? Yeah,
destroying Plymouth.
Yeah. Barry McGuigan's going. My usual look at celebrities, and I go, no, Hardy, no idea. There's an influencer in there. Once I see that, what is an influencer?
Could be you next year, Jerry.
My other half's an influencer. She tells me what to do. Influences me very much. But it's influencer. Somebody off Love Island. Somebody who was on a cooking show. I don't know. But it's Barry McGuigan. Tyrone off Corrie. I used to watch.
Yes.
I remember him.
Going in it.
And there's somebody else who I recognise, which I can't remember. But I don't really watch it. But Barry, fair play, Barry. He's a local lad where I'm from, so he did great stuff. So we'll give that. Colleen Rooney. She'll not mention a word about Rebecca Vardy, will we? At least we know who she is. I remember Rebecca Vardy saying, "You will know me for all my charity work," and everybody said, "Bollocks!" Jamie Vardy's missus. Yeah.
Well, enjoy it. Enjoy it in there, and I'm sure it'll be great fun for Wayne to be crying all the way to Plymouth, watching his wife.
He's loaded. Why does he want to do it? He must have tens of millions in the bank. Why does he want to stand there and manage Plymouth? I mean, maybe there's lots of older people down in Plymouth I don't know who appreciate it. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway. The other bugbear today, I've just been flicking around the channels. There's about 10 Christmas channels and they're playing Christmas music. It's got to stop. Christmas doesn't start till the 15th of December. It doesn't. It's just, don't do it.
No.
Not having it.
No, I completely agree. I must admit, because I went to Asda today and we bought a box of celebrations. So we've already
right.
They're on offer. I thought, so that's the Christmas time.
I'm a bit odd, but my favourite are the Bounty Bar ones. I love Bounty Bar.
Well, I'll bring you some.
Yeah.
Never get eaten in my house on the Bounty.
That's controversial. No, the Bounty bar is my favorite. I love a Bounty bar. So there you go. Especially the red ones. But
Lovely. Right. We'll leave it there, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, after Wednesday night. Come on, Leeds.